Hey everyone, welcome back to KO.
I'm Kiefer.
And I'm Ollie.
So, the episode today is one that you will be familiar with if you watched our first video.
This is episode 2 of our monthly redraw challenge.
If you didn't watch the last one, this is where we do a joint drawing together.
And then we redraw them
in our own styles.
Yeah. We'll show you the time-lapse quickly of us drawing the character, and then Kiefer will go first this time as I went first last time. So let's cut to the time-lapse. So here is a quick time-lapse just showing the process of how we drew this character. It started off as one of Kiefer's sketches of a big robot, and then I kind of turned it into a princess. I don't know why, but it just kind of happened. I think I was getting circus baby vibes. Kiefer was not happy about this, as you can imagine, but you know, I think it turned out as a pretty cool character.
The princess will see you now is a line you never want to hear if you live in the kingdom of Revelio. This kingdom was once ruled by a righteous and noble king by the name of Tibor Revelis, who lived in a palace alongside his wife Valentina and their daughter Adria. Tibor himself was a kind-hearted man, always putting the needs of his people before his own, and he would never bat an eyelid if money had to be spent to improve the kingdom or to better the quality of life of his people. He didn't see them as anything less than his equals, and always tried to treat them with as much respect as they gave him. He believed in equality wholeheartedly and didn't see why he should have power over others just because he was born into it. It took a while for him to prove to the people that he wasn't a tyrant like his father was before him, but he had the word of a local seamstress who had seen the good he was trying to do and convinced the townsfolk to give him a chance. This was how Tibor met Valentina, and it was with them working together that they slowly turned the opinions of the civilians. And by marrying her, he proved that he had no issues with the lower classes and was titled the People's King. In the 5 years that followed, neighbouring kingdoms began to contact Tibor with hopes of creating trade routes, relations and alliances, to which he was beyond grateful for, considering his family had separated the kingdom from the world centuries prior. They brought in new technologies that his people couldn't even begin to comprehend, and they were soon brought into the modern age, but still kept in touch with the otherwise medieval aesthetic that they had lived with for so long. After these 5 years, a new family member was born, Princess Adria, a strong-willed, fiery young girl who would again change the way people saw the kingdom. When she turned 10, she began to question her father, wondering why he didn't use their money and technology to take over the other kingdoms, villages, and newly emerging cities. Despite being brought up by two loving and respectable parents, she had views similar to the king's estranged family. It turned out there was a scientist feeding her information, telling the princess that she shouldn't listen to her father, telling her that he needed to embrace war and conquest rather than being the caring, weak man that he was. This made her grow distant from her parents, but the king and queen still longed for their child's affections, so when it came to her 13th birthday, they held a party for her, and the townspeople, alongside the leaders of other nations, flooded her with lavish gifts, presents, and world-first technologies, but this gained them no favour. Her favourite present was a large hulking robot that seemed to be comedically dressed to look like her. Dressed in pink, with a tiara and pigtails built into the shape of the head, but with it came a note that said, "I've been building this for you for the last 3 years. I'm so sorry that I couldn't make it to the party, but I have so loved our little conversations. The robot will obey your every command. See it as the embodiment of the strength we both know you have inside you. Love, a friend." Something must have snapped in her head as she proceeded to use the robot to wipe out every guest at the party. She captured her parents and threw them in a cage, while she painted the palace hall red with the people who had thought they were her friends, family and equals. The sight was nothing less than horrific. Since that day, you never want to be called to the palace. She could be after you for going against her will, being an enemy of the kingdom, or just because she wants to watch the robot kill again. King Tibor was just the calm before a very strong and dangerous storm.
Hello, it's my turn now. Here I am starting off my drawing. I went through many stages, as I always do. I really wanted to do a JoJo pose for some reason, and to start with, I was going to do the Polnareff pose, but I didn't think it worked. You couldn't really tell what was going on unless you knew the pose to begin with, so I didn't go with that. Then I tried Killer Queen's pose, and looking back, I wish I stuck with that, but it wasn't working at the time. So I ended up with the Jonathan pose, which I think works quite well. I think the problem was you couldn't really tell where the legs were because of the dress, so I think the Jonathan one worked most with this because you didn't really need to know where the legs were for the pose. I've decided to call this character the Rincess, and there is a bit of a story to that. I was in a theme park, and you know how they have those little bracelets that say different names, and then sometimes they say things like princess? Well, I saw one and it was spelt wrong. It was Rincess with 2 R's, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. So of course I bought that bracelet. And also I think it kind of works. Robot princess, Rincess. So yeah, that is the story of the Rincess. Hope you enjoyed. Right then, can I see yours?
Yeah, but I don't know what you're expecting.
Oh, robot princess.
Yeah, you sure?
Yes. I'm a bit nervous.
Why?
I love this character.
I'm not that keen on the character, you know I'm not.
Yeah, I know, but I love the character, so it's fine.
Okay.
That is a pose and a half. Whoa! Oh wow, I didn't even notice what was going on. That is cool. That is not what I was expecting.
No, what was you expecting?
I don't know.
Action pose, maybe?
Well, yeah.
A lot less background?
That is really cool. Why does that look like me as a kid?
I don't know, but I had a lot of trouble drawing her bloody face.
It's really good.
Why that see yours?
No.
No? Why not?
I'm not happy with mine.
Oh, why?
Because I'm not. But at the same time I like it. It's simple again. All of mine have been simple lately. I just hope you get the reference straight away. I mean, I'm sure you will. I think it's hard not to get the reference.
Okay.
If you know it, and you know it.
Why have you done the JoJo pose?
That was the biggest sigh of disappointment I've ever heard.
Yeah, but you've done... Is it Jonathan's pose?
Yes! I didn't think you'd get the exact one. Well done. Well done. I'm proud of you.
I mean, that's definitely the character.
I was originally going to do Polnareff pose, you know, where he's like really to the side, like. And that didn't work. And then I went to the draw nose pose. There's a box across the road. It's gone now. There was a box. And then I went to the draw nose pose. No, and then I went to the Killer Queen. Then I went to the Killer Queen. You can't even see on there, but
yeah, you can't see this. Ollie's going through all of the different poses from JoJo.
I love them. Yeah, I did many attempts and none of them worked, so I ended up with Jonathan. Because the whole problem was the skirt on the dress.
The skirt.
Because a big part of the poses is where the legs are, and you couldn't see where the legs were with the skirt.
Oh, I managed it.
Yeah, I know, but the JoJo poses, that's what I'm on about. You can't tell the JoJo poses just from the arms sometimes.
Okay.
But that one was the one that worked the best.
Mm.
And I thought, it's basically the same build as Jonathan.
Yeah.
Do you like it though?
Yeah.
Yay. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Have you enjoyed it?
I have. And if you have, just send us your versions of the drawing and let's see your take on this weird princess robot.
The Princess.
That's not the confirmed name, but yeah, whatever.
That's what I've called it. I will explain in the thingy why we call it Princess.
So yeah, if you like it, share the video with your friends.
Yeah.
Subscribing means that we get a lot more views and we can just keep doing these videos.
Stay tuned for the next video where we will be doing FNAF related things.
What type of FNAF related things?
Something to do with Secret of the Mimic.
Sounds cool.
I'm very excited because FNAF is my life, as you can probably tell. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye bye.